Was like,
are you okay?
Yeah. And start crying. You're just like, I don't know what.
That is very healthy and natural.
Yeah, I don't
just
know
like
what.
Just like how just beautiful let me to witness you crying today, because that's the feminine, the one that we see fully.
Yeah.
Fully, and it's people have this weird fear that, oh my God, when I let her out, like when it's gonna stop. The minute you let her out and see her, she moves quickly.
Okay.
And she leave completely. The sadness and the anger and the emotion, just like she needs to be, not just needs to be felt for a minute.
Okay. Just need to show up and
and be with her. Yeah, and let her be. And she's gone in a minute.
Yes, that's true. And after that, I just started worrying, and I read about that. It was like, what happened if I did tomorrow? Like, okay, I just start to work.
Body, right? When you self-pleasure, when you masturbate, you're like, this is amazing. So, and because you're open and you can feel everything. Now, anything that doesn't feel right, you're like, thank you very much, sir. This is my way. Bless you.
Yes.
Because it's just not, it's gonna be a clash.
Yeah.
Not because you intentionally want to be like, I'm special. No, it's just because your energy doesn't match mine. So it's a natural product of being open and being in touch with your feelings.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like, okay, I'm working on myself. It's like, if you enter, not only my life, you literally enter in my body.
Yeah.
You are in
to the portal where I bring another human being onto this earth. Like that's the vortex, and that's the vortex to another realm.
Yes, it's like I need to be very selective what people. It's like, okay, you can enter.
and you're not doing that by scanning for threats, because that's living from fear. You're doing that by pouring love and loving awareness into your own self. So you're always in a feeling good state and feeling healthy state. So that anything come, you're like, from a distance, you can already see. You're like, yeah, no. God bless you.
And I love it because you say it with a big smile. It's like, I know, thank you.
Loving awareness.
Yeah.
There's no hatred. There's no like anger. It's just, I love you. You are moving through it, and you got your own thing to do. But I also have my thing to do, right?
Yeah.
We want to come from that place. We don't hate men, because we're all the same. You know, they got their work to do. We got our work to do.
I love the men.
I love men. We love men.
Yeah.
Happy Sunday, everybody. As I was researching for a client, which I'm about to coach in an hour, I'm helping with this young girl she wants to attract more high quality men into her life, and she's had a lot of past relationship where the man has cheated on her. And as I was doing the research and I was having a scroll on Instagram, and this pop psychology pops up, and I find it very disturbing how things are framed in a way that is all about, oh, he's a focus on yourself, work on yourself, you have everything within yourself, without actually understanding the context or the origin of the issues in the first place. Even when it comes to like things like attachment theory, I feel like there's this over generalization, and almost like we approach these things from a very conceptual and logical, and we try to conceptualize things to make it easier for the mind to navigate. And actually it creates more disconnection to the body, where also trauma is stored. And a lot of people ask what somatic healing is. It's actually very simple. It's about understanding how traumas stored. So imagine if you see a kid who just cut herself or himself with a knife, and now the fingers is bleeding. What do? Probably you're going to stop the bleeding, right? You're going to ask how he feels or she feels, get bandage, to stop the pain, the physical pain. And then sit him down or her down and calm her down, and then ask, what happened, and probably give some lecture about, what he or she shouldn't do next time, right? Like that's a normal one. It's just a natural instinct in us to do things this way. And it blows my mind how we are not able to do that to our emotional pain. Because it's the same thing. So next time somebody tell you they feel about something and you immediately jump into, you're gonna be fine, you're strong, you're okay. They just have a bleeding heart. They just have the same like the kid who has a bleeding finger. Like how saying that's gonna help. And also how dwelling on the feelings and just saying, oh my God, it must hurt so bad, and I know you feel horrible, and not doing anything about it, not getting the bandage, not asking, what went wrong and what, they should be doing next time, will not help either. It's integrative, right? It's holistic. You need everything in the right order, in the right timing. So I was just reflecting on this session that I'm going to have and the approach that I'm going to take. Yes, embodying your femininity is the end result, but what does it take to get there? That is where the goal lies. So first of all, if you just got cut, you have to process your feelings, right? So I'm going to take this client to a somatic experience with a guided meditation to look back at all these instances where she got cheated in the past, or think about the person that hurted her, and do a quick body scan meditation to see where the tension lies, what part of the body. So now you pay attention and you have a loving awareness to the trauma stored in the body. And it doesn't roam around freely. And the whole point of somatic healing is to get yourself back to the place where the trauma happened, to be held in a safe space, to having a loving awareness to the pain, to the physical sensation or the physical pain that you held in the body, and to release it. So you're no longer a prisoner of these unprocessed emotions, which you will project onto your relationships now, or your behavior pattern now. And through the shaking, through the screaming, through the dancing, you release this unsucked energy. And then you sit down and you be with yourself. At the end of the day, we're all just walking with energy. And once that somatic release happens, we need to activate your masculine energy. Why? Because you need to take radical responsibility on your part. There was something within you that resonated and benefited from being in interaction with this horrible man, or the whole cheating dynamics, or the whole abandon. There's something in you that wanted that. So I will walk through a shadow work practice and pointing out what are the parts that was aligning with this toxic. So being feminine is not all, like dancing and like looking pretty and getting your hair done and like looking. That is later, okay? A lot of the time why you're not embodying your feminine and not bringing out the best gift of the true authentic femininity is because you don't have a good relationship with your own masculine. What is your relationship with your own masculine energy? If you can't hold space for yourself, how do you expect someone to hold space for you? So taking radical responsibility and moving to the second phase of this coaching session is to identify where's the shadow of the feminine still lie in your consciousness and bring them to light. Take radical responsibility about the parts within you that resonated and was attracted to this toxic pattern or toxic behavior or toxic man, because it's worth serving a purpose. If it wasn't aligned with your energy, spirit would not match you. It will completely fall away, I'm telling you. I'm speaking this from experience. You want to know more about my experience? DM. But this is where you gotta let your man, your internal man, to step up and to have the vision of what he feels like, what he looks like, and your standard and your back. And then for the second part of the coaching session, a guided meditation where I will guide the client to confront and to see and to hold this shadow feminine within her, and to have an honest conversation of what she needs, and it's time to let her go. With the combination of, vocal release or somatic movement to activate and to allow this unstuck energy, allow this one shadow family that used to serve her but no longer in service to live in peace and grace. And now we're talking. Now we got a good baseline. This is a long video, I noticed, but what have you noticed? So not until you dive into an emotion that you've been suppressed, which might have been anger in this case, or feeling betrayal, and release that somatically, not until you take radical responsibility and release your shadow feminine and start building a healthy relationship with your own masculine, and have your boyfriend internally, have your husband internally, right? Know what he feels like and looks like, and to be held by your own man. Now we're talking about how we can attract high quality man. So it's sort of like you have to swim through your darkness to see the light. There is no other way. Okay, no mud, no lotus. At this point, she's probably exhausted from all the release and all these huge release, I would say. Because think about it, how much of this we carry around all day, over the months, over the weeks, over the years, without knowing it, without being unconscious. And this is one guy who being a to you. Imagine there's your mom and your dad and your neighbors, just so many these accumulated. So think about the kid who got this cut on his fingers. If you see somebody who's got physical injuries, it's you can feel them immediately. But what I see when I see people is bruises and cuts and surgery on an emotional and spiritual level. I see emotional bruises everywhere. And oh Lord, if you're so gentle to just a cut on your fingers, why can you not do the same to your heart? How are we gonna moving forward, guys? It's too much. Just release them, okay? obviously in a safe space and with the right guidance and at the right timing for sure. But so the third part, come back to this client that we're going to be with in, okay, wait, I gotta check it out. Not sometimes. Now we get inspired by all the goddesses' qualities. So I will walk her through a different goddess archetype and what traits and qualities we want to embody. I will walk her through the different goddess archetype and who she resonates with the most, what qualities she wants to embody more. Take her through some tests and we'll give her a lot of homework. Practical, everyday life, put into a routine homework. And we come again for next week. But it's a beautiful work. It's simple because it's not your nature, but it's not easy. But then again, it's for goddesses, which women all are. Alright, I gotta go. 因為要